So then what happened to the value of your business?
So it almost tripled. We actually sold for double the industry average. It was actually those systems that they wanted. I actually think the entire platforming program, not just, it helped me dial things in for my company, but it helped me really identify who my buyer would be. And then I positioned myself to the buyers in ways that worked for them. So I had 2 potential buyers ultimately at the end, and they could have asked me the same question, but I knew how to respond differently based on their business needs, not mine to sell.
Which is what we teach, because that's how I sold my business. You are such a classic example of selling the business the way you want to sell it to a buyer that you can convince to pay you a lot more because of what you could do for them. You reverse sold your business, basically. This is so cool because we talk about it. We talk about the ability to do it, but a lot of people, they get confused or they think, oh, can I really do it? Now that you've sold your business for triple what it would have been traditionally worth, what would you say to anybody that's like, is it really doable? Can I really build my business in a way that it's worth a lot more than the industry average because of the way I built it?
Yeah, I think if you're even asking the question, you already know the answer. So if you're already asking the question of how can I, could I, is it possible? Like, this entire team exists to make that possible for you. So just simply even asking the question, is this even possible for me, means that you need a team that knows more than you know, because anything's possible.
Man, I love these entrepreneurial stories. So now you had your big exit, you got triple what the business was worth, you got a happy buyer. You guys are like, we did our deal, we're packing up and we're coming down here to Scottsdale and gonna hang out with Brandon.
We did. And here we are.
Here we are. And we're at another real estate, a Grant Cardone real estate program. Why are you at the Grant Cardone real estate program?
We actually just really wanted to build generational wealth. The other thing is, as we were growing our company, we got into trying to invest for ourselves. So we bought single family homes. That was really unscalable. Multifamily is a great way to build wealth and leave a great legacy. But more than anything, we didn't know what we didn't know. So we only invested the way, we'd go to school, buy a house, pay it off, try to get an investment property. Like, that's what they teach you. That is not the way to build wealth. The way to build wealth is to exponentially do it through things like multifamily or systems that are already in place. And I don't want other people to have to go the hard road like we did. I feel like there's just a complete way to skip through all the basics and all the problems, which is exactly what platforming did for us, is we skipped over things that would have taken 5 years to get done. We got done in 6 months.
It's crazy. So much leverage. Now you're going to build your generational family wealth in real estate. Do you think you'll get back into business?
Absolutely.
Because now you know something.
Yeah. Now I know
like you
a lot.
have a secret that most people don't know, because you can actually go buy a business that's well run. You can reshape it the way you did your business and then sell it for what it could do for a buyer versus a traditional exit.
Absolutely.
And you know how to do that.
Yes. And once an entrepreneur, always an entrepreneur.
100%.
Like it can't leave you.
100%. Well, I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
And what I love about what I get to do is I get to meet entrepreneurs like you and your husband. I get to work with you guys. We stand on the stage and talk about how we can impact lives. Most people are probably sitting in the crowd going, can they really help me? But some people move forward and go like, what do I got to lose? And in your case, you tripled the value of your company, your net worth. You learned a skill and a confidence level that most entrepreneurs will never know. And you're gonna be an example, and you can help other entrepreneurs. So all of a sudden now your skill set, which by the way is in huge demand because most people have no idea how to sell a business or even position it to be sold. And that's because most people don't know how to build a business.
Right.
So you took charge of your company, scaled it up, sold it for 3x what normally they'd pay for it. And now you're here, your whole life is transformed. You're here in Arizona, you're investing in multifamily. I think what you and I need to do is we need to go find a business that's interesting to you, and we need to partner on buying it and then work together on blowing that one up too.
Let's do that.
Isn't that more fun when you can make money with friends and have a great time doing
Absolutely. That is what life is about.
That 100%.
It's not just the hustle, which is great. You can hustle for so long, but that just leads to burnout and maybe not scaling well. And when you can do that and do it with friends and have a good time, that's gold.
You guys heard it. You heard it directly from Samantha. What a remarkable entrepreneur, business owner, founder who started, built, scaled, and exited her business for 3x what the industry would normally pay for it. I got to tell you, it's right there in front of you. You just have to make a choice to get educated and know how to do it. That's why we exist. If you like this episode, leave a comment. If you have any questions, please share it. And thank you for joining me on another episode of Building Billions with Brandon and Samantha. And we're not done yet, because next year we'll shoot another podcast updating you on what we bought, what we're doing to create value, and crushing it to build your confidence that it's doable every day if you know how and you're collaborating with the right people. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Building Billions.